Assalamu alaikum dear students. It's class 7th, subject General Science. Today our topic is questions of chapter soil. Now let's start with our question number 1. Our question number 1 is take the most suitable answer in questions 1 and 2. Our first part is in addition to the rock particles, the soil contains, we have options here. The soil contains air and water. Soil contains water and plants. It contains minerals, organic matter, air and water. And option 4 is water, air and plants. As we know, as we learned in the lesson, dear students, that in addition to rock particles, soil contains minerals, organic matter, air and water. So the answer to question part first of question 1 is part third: minerals, organic matter, air and water. Question number 2 is the water holding capacity is highest in which type of soil? Sandy soil, clayey soil, loamy soil, or mixture of sand and loam? Dear students, it is clayey soil. Water holding capacity is highest in clayey soil. Question number 3 is the process of soil formation is called conservation, weathering, erosion, pedogenesis. The process of soil formation is called as pedogenesis. Question number 4 is soil profile consists of 2 layers, 3 layers, 4 layers, 5 layers. So it is 3 layers. Soil profile consists of 3 layers. Question number 5 is humus is present in A horizon, B horizon, C horizon or bedrock. Humus is present in topsoil, which is also called as A horizon. Now, question number 6. Match the items in column first with those in column second. A home for living organisms, it's all kinds of soil because different types of living organisms live in different types of soil. So, part first will match with part B. Second is upper layer of soil. It's dark in color. So part second will match with C. Sandy soil. In sandy soil, the proportion of larger particles is greater. So sandy soil will match with part A, that is larger particles. Middle layer of soil. It's lesser amount of humus. In middle layer of soil, lesser amount of humus is present. Clay soil. Clay soil will match with small particles and packed tight. Now we have question number 7. Our question number 7 is explain how soil is formed. So dear students, as we know that soil is formed by the breaking down of rocks by the action of wind, water and climate. So soil is formed by the breaking down by the breakdown of rocks by the action of wind, water and climate. Question number 8. How is clay soil useful for crops? How is clay soil useful for crops? In clay soil, particles are smaller in size and packed tightly, leaving small air gaps between particles. Clay soil is rich in humus and is more fertile. That's why it's good for crops. Dear students, particles are of small size and are tightly packed. Therefore, there are small air gaps between the particles in clay soil, and clay soil is rich in humus. That's why it's fertile and it's good for crops. Our next question is list the differences between clay soil and sandy soil. So I have make a list of differences between clay soil and loam and sandy soil. On this side of left side hand side of the equation we have clay soil, and on the right side of the this page I have written the properties of sandy soil. First property of clay soil is clay soil contains higher proportion of particles. In contrary to this, so sandy soil contains greater proportion of bigger particles. That means in clay soil, proportion of fine particles is greater, and in case of sandy soil, proportion of big particles is greater. There are two in clay soil. There are small air gaps between the soil particles, while as in case of sandy soil there are larger air gaps because particles are greater in size, larger in size. In case of clay soil, it can hold water for more time because there are small air gaps, and the particles are closely packed. Small fine particles are closely packed. While as in case of sandy soil, it can hold water for lesser time because there are larger air gaps, air spaces, and particles are not so closely, so tightly packed. That's why they hold water for lesser time.